My wife handed me a list titled Improvement Areas for Our Marriage, with 28 things wrong with me. So I made my own list with one item: file for divorce. I was finishing work emails when she walked in with that look, the one that says she's been planning something. She set a folded paper in front of me with ceremony. We need to talk. I've put together something that will help us. Things you need to improve to save our marriage. I unfolded it. The list kept going and going. Number 1, take more initiative with household chores without being asked. Number 7, stop withdrawing during conflicts. Number 15, work on communication style. Number 23, be more supportive of my goals and dreams. By the time I reached 28 items, I realized this wasn't suggestions. This was an indictment, a comprehensive breakdown of everything she thought was wrong with me, packaged as helpful advice. I set it down. This is eye-opening, not in the way you think. Her face lit up. I'm so glad you see it that way. You're absolutely right. This is exactly what we needed. I stood from the table. I need to think about this. I went upstairs and really looked at that list. Every single item was about what I needed to change. Zero acknowledgement that she might have contributed to our problems. No suggestion that marriage requires both people to make adjustments. This was her way of telling me everything wrong with our marriage was my fault. I opened my laptop and typed my response. 20 minutes later, I had it ready. I printed it, folded it, just like she had, and went downstairs. I wrote my own list, I said, handing it to her. Thought it might be helpful. She opened it eagerly. Instead of responding to her suggestions, she found a single line under my improvement plan. 1, file for divorce. She stared at it. Is this some kind of joke? Not at all. You wanted me to work on improving our marriage. This is my plan for improvement. This isn't improving our marriage. This is ending it. Exactly. And that's the improvement I think we need. She called her dad on speaker, thinking it would intimidate me. Gordon, Ryan's kicking Madison out. She admitted she only wants me to change everything about myself while she changes nothing. I have screenshots. Her attempts to reconcile escalated over the following days. She made elaborate breakfasts, cleaned the house top to bottom, and created her own improvement list with 3 items. Be more appreciative. Don't give feedback in list format. Ask about your day more. This is a list of ways you can be nicer to me, I said. That's not the same thing. You're still not seeing the actual problem. She tried tears. I can't believe you're throwing away 15 years over one stupid list. I'm not throwing away 15 years. I'm recognizing those 15 years haven't been as good as we pretended. She tried bargaining. What if I throw away the list? Forget it happened? Then nothing changes. In 6 months, you'll be frustrated about the same things. Except next time, it'll be something else. Finally, after weeks of failed manipulation, something shifted. I found her sitting at the kitchen table, staring out the window. I've been thinking about the 28 things, she said quietly. I can't remember when most of these started bothering me. When did I decide you weren't romantic enough? When did I decide you were too logical? She turned to face me. I think I've been comparing you to some ideal husband in my head. Someone who doesn't exist. Over the next few days, she kept having moments of clarity. Last year, when you wanted that fishing trip with your brother, I made it about me being rejected. But I go out with friends all the time without asking how you feel. One morning, I found her writing in a notebook. I'm trying to write down things I've done wrong. Not ways to be nicer, but actual unfair things. She showed me 3 pages. I criticized your family, but got defensive about mine. I made social plans without asking you. I expected you to read my mind, then got mad when you didn't. This is hard to look at, she said. I don't like seeing myself this way. That's what accountability feels like. Is this how you felt reading my list about you? Worse. Because your list was about personality traits. This is about behavior choices you made repeatedly over years. She took a breath. I'm sorry I spent 15 years treating you like a project instead of a partner. I'm sorry I made our marriage about fixing you. And I'm sorry it took you filing for divorce to see any of this. It was the first real apology I'd heard in years. 3 months later, we were having coffee. The divorce papers sat unsigned on my desk. I threw away the original list, she said, but I wrote a new one. She handed me a paper with one item. Learn to be married to my actual husband instead of my imaginary one. 6 months later, we shredded those divorce papers together. Not because I changed into who she wanted, but because she finally learned to want who I actually am.